Having a mother and a father actively present in a child's life is essential. Although most children that have both parents in the same household don't view the union as something of importance, children that are raised in broken households take note of the void almost immediately. According to data collected by Life Discoveries Incorporated, half of American children will witness the divorce of their parents, and out of those children, 1 in every 10 will go through 3 or more parental breakups. Life Discoveries Incorporated also says that 50% of children born to married parents will experience their divorce before they reach the age of 18. Statistically, marriages are not predicted to last. Where does this leave the children of these torn partnerships? There are many emotionally and physically damaging effects on children of separated parents. Many psychological problems such as anger, anxiety, difficulty socializing, and fantasizing about parents getting back together are typical. Children of divorce are more likely to struggle in school as well. Surprisingly, Life Discoveries Incorporated statistics show that children that experience the death of a parent have less psychological issues than children with divorced or separated parents. These statistics don't show much hope for young adults with these circumstances throughout the nation. With all odds against them, they are prone to becoming complacent with just being another number. I'm here to tell you that this doesn't have to be your journey. The choices made by your parents don't have to affect your way of life unless you allow it to. Dating back to as early as I can remember, I've been a road warrior. I've become accustomed to being shipped up and down the East Coast from parent to parent. Because my parents separated when I was only a toddler, I never got the chance to experience what most children consider a normal childhood. Taking long car rides back and forth to Cherry Hill, New Jersey, where my father lived, and back to my hometown, Glen Ellen, Virginia, became my norm. This constant seesaw is a task that most children with separated parents have to endure. As a child, I had several friends who grew up in households with both of their parents, and I wondered why I didn't have this luxury. Why weren't my parents together? Why didn't they love each other? Was it my fault? Eventually, I grew out of this phase because I knew my wants were impossible to achieve, but there was never a day that I didn't secretly wish they were still together. Because I love both my parents and having my own life, I learned to make do with my situation. Even though my parents weren't together, they both made a conscious effort to make sure that all of my needs were met and that I would become successful. Although statistics say that children with separated parents struggle in the classroom, nothing less than a B was ever accepted in either of my households. Their push allowed me to graduate in the top 9% of my class with several honors. My parents' separation helped my personality blossom because at a young age I learned to adapt and become comfortable with being in different environments with different groups of people. My situation inspired me to take part in many activities in my high school, hold many leadership positions, and make long-lasting friendships. Also, being able to see the good and bad in my parents' relationship has given me insight in building my own relationship. I am a living example that the cards that life hands you are not the end-all to be-all. You make the choices and decisions that lead to creating who you are as a person. Despite what statistics say, your parents' shortcomings do not have to define you. Personally, I wouldn't think of being raised by divorced or separated parents as a disadvantage, but as an accommodation that is only placed upon certain people with the ability to handle the difference and overcome it.
Pain is so loud in my heart that I can bear.